game plan. He wants to talk to me about the situation that I emailed him May 4th about. And that's because 2 of the employees didn't do what they were supposed to do. There's no situation. Like, the situation is your employees didn't follow what they were supposed to do. So there's no game plan. Like, they missed their window.
Oh, dang.
I'm sure my manager. At the most I can do is send it to my manager. I mean, the one was set in March, the other one was set in February. It's May. Why are you just now questioning why benefits are coming out of your pay when they've been coming out for 3 months and 2 months? Like, you didn't notice?
Mm-hmm.
I really wish you could just email. I hate when people want to talk on the phone.
Oh, so he's calling now.
What?
You said he's calling now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when?
What's the scheduled meeting? I don't want to do
A meeting?
Yeah.
For what?
Talk about the situation.
I'm about to turn the shower on.
You hate my voice.
It sounds painful. Huh? Sheesh.
And it's gonna get so hot.
Oh, you just now opening up your water? I couldn't eat that without the water. That's dry.
That's because you burned it.
I burned it.
Got it hard. Just so good though.
Pat Connaughton has been phenomenal in the series.
No.
He's been phenomenal.
He's got 11 points.
He's a spot-up shooter, a good defender,
Yes.
a good rebounder. For what his role is, he's been phenomenal. The thing you brought up about Horford, they've got to figure out what they're going to do when he picks and pops. Because right now, they're staying in basically a drop coverage. They're throwing it back to Horford. And as we saw on that dunk, Giannis has now got to close out on him. He's knocking down jumpers. He's taking them off the dribble. I don't understand why they're not switching that. Giannis is more than capable, whether it's Tatum or Brown or whomever, Giannis is more than capable of switching that pick and roll. Then you rely on your secondary defenders, size and strength to deal with Horford if he goes to the forward post.
Wait,
they've got to make
the
that
laundry's
adjustment.
on.
Massive adjustment there, and also I just did a touch feed on this because I looked at their late game.
Dave, can you turn it
No,
on?
you turned it off.
They had possession.
Maybe if you go in there, you might feel better a little bit.
Standpoint, the rest of the game,
Go turn it off.
their spacing was so poor for the start of the play.
I won't talk since I'm so annoying to you.
Who said you're annoying? I was trying to make sure you get better, but alright. Never even said that. You keep saying that. You don't like the way you say it.
What I'm saying about the Boston Celtics, this is what I want you to understand. When you look at the Boston Celtics,
floor. He can hit open shots. I'm very familiar with Al Horford's game. What I'm saying is 30 is 30, bro. I mean, damn. Come on now.
He's had a count of that. He's never won.
You can't count that.
The playoff record for him left.
He's had multiple games over 20. Like it's not like he's all of a sudden he's not like an 8 and 6 guy that's a role player.
No, but he's not
really
a
good basketball.
He's not a 30-point guy. He's not hitting 66 in the fourth quarter. He's not scoring 16
Yeah,
points in the fourth quarter.
I want to say one other thing.
That's what I'm
I want to
saying.
say one other thing to the Middleton point.
Sure.
You know, while Legs was talking, they were showing clips of Giannis again dribbling the ball at the top of the key, going against 3 guys in his face, loaded up. When they run those plays with Middleton, I don't want to harp on this, but when they run those plays with Middleton, what happens? Giannis is catching the ball on the move, going downhill, putting pressure on the rim. He's able to finish. He's able to dish. Middleton is able to pull up. That is what they are missing right now. They are missing that in the fourth quarter. So Giannis can be great for as long as you want, but when they get to crunch time, they need Chris Middleton.
All right, so who are you taking now? You're staying with the Bucks.
Oh, yeah,
Tell us why.
I stay because if I pick a team, I'm staying with that team.
Okay.
Or I'll
Ride or die?
Is that a
Will the wheels
self-tweeted
come
thing?
off?
That is
Okay.
my goodness. Yeah, I'm sticking with the
Okay.
Milwaukee Bucks. I'm banking on that man right there, number 34.
Is he the most mentally
That's
tough
what I'm
player
betting on.
in the NBA,
He had
by
a
the way?
psychological breakthrough last year, but he's past that hurdle. No moment's going to be too big for us. I am a little
Feels that
concerned.
way.
I am a little concerned.
Yeah.
He looks like he's got the yips a little bit at the foul line again. I am concerned about that. It didn't look good last night. He didn't look sure of himself.
Yeah.
But what he did last year, the barrier he broke through after past playoff failures, I'm just banking on his greatness and his mental toughness.
Yeah, no one handles the media better than him.
Giannis is great. Giannis is going to get here. He's one of the great ones. There is no doubt about it. But 2 impediments potentially to his success: perimeter shooting and free throw shooting. We all know this to be true. It's not that he can't make them; it's that more often than not he doesn't. And when you look at a series like this, could something like that deficiency come back to bite you? You're damn right.
Did you both pick Boston?
I picked Boston.
And you're
seven.
are you
Both
staying with
I
it?
picked Boston. Yeah, I'm staying with it.
I wavered because I said my pick was whoever wins this series is going to the finals.
Okay.
But after yesterday, I will be definitive,
Okay.
and I will say I think the Celtics are going to win. And by the way,
Well,
I'm a
just
Giannis
surprised.
believer.
I'm just
I'm a
surprised.
Giannis believer.
Okay.
I remember you knocking Giannis early in the season.
Yes,
Talk about how he can't finish
Wait a
games.
second. Am I
Hold on.
I didn't say he can't
Wait,
play.
there's a lot happening right now.
I never said that.
Doubting
Am I
Giannis.
hearing, but am I hearing what you just said, Chris?
The
You're
Celtics will win.
saying, yeah, but you're saying you didn't definitively come to that conclusion until they make a comeback in the fourth quarter of game 4, and now you're willing to say Boston because they got 2 out of 3 at home? You didn't say that before the series, that you thought definitively they would win the series?
Well,
How did you avoid that, by the way?
hold on a
Because that's
second. Hold
not
on a
what they
second.
do around
I
here. They don't let you do that around here.
You asked me this last week, and I'll tell you the same answer. For months, I've said finals rematch. We got Suns Bucks finals rematch,
Yeah.
and then Middleton gets hurt. Okay. So now I'm trying to assess the Bucks in real time. You got to give me at least a couple games to do that. You got to give me a couple games to do that.
I mean, you want to throw that up. I know that.
Bucks
You
since
pick it.
January.
That's true. You got to pick at the beginning of the series.
Opening night.
You knew Middleton wasn't available at the beginning of this series. Why you got to wait for? Now that's what we usually say.
Listen.
I'm gonna let you pass on that today. I'm gonna let you pass.
Listen, he's just starting, so he wants to be right all the time.
He's a rookie.
They want to go.
After a few finals, he'll be making pick game 1 ready to go, definitive. All right, guys, let's stay with this game. So a couple of dunks going back and forth after Giannis Antetokounmpo dunked on Al Horford early in the third quarter and gave a stare down, receiving a technical foul. Horford returned the favor in the fourth with a throwdown of his own. Horford threw a tech after the dunk as he inadvertently hit Giannis in the face in the immediate celebration. Stephen A. not happy about that tech. This is about the dumbest bleep I've seen in basketball. So Al Horford, why am I reading your tweet, by the way? You should read it in your own voice. Al Horford drives in for a dunk on Giannis and comes down with his left arm accidentally on Giannis' face, and that's a technical foul. What the hell has happened to the NBA? That's as inadvertent as it gets.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, guys. You drive right, you
Oof.
come from the right wing. You drive right. You dunk it in. You coming from the baseline, basically. You dunk it on Giannis. You come down. Your arm hits his face, and that's a technical foul. Come on, y'all. Somebody got to speak up about this. We can't listen. The NBA is going to do what the NBA is going to do, but public pressure forces people to reflect upon things from time to time, anyway. And this is one of those things that we got to sit up here and just say to yourself, come on, can we play basketball, please? You know, Giannis went down because it was an and one. He got fouled on that play by Giannis. And because on the way down, hit Giannis in the face, that's a technical foul? Come on, y'all. It's just too much. It's just too much. These calls are ridiculous. I'm sick and tired of replay, by the way, taking all day, every day. I mean, damn, I got time to cook dinner.
HR helpline, how can I help you? I'm sorry, you said you didn't get it? Oh, you lost it. Okay. What's your employee ID number? Okay. Thank you. And what is your first and last name? Okay. Thank you so much. Bear with me here for a few moments. I just want to pull it up here on Highlights website. Alright, so what I can do is I'll reorder another one for you, and then that takes up to about 10 business days to get to you, and then I can send you a... Could I what? I'm sorry? Yeah, so I can actually send you a copy of your card in your email. That way you have it as well. Did you want me to send it to your personal email and your work email? Personal? Okay, we have a Gmail email for that. Is that okay to use? Okay. Alright, perfect. I will send it to you within the next few moments so you have it. You're welcome. Did you have any other questions? Alright, you have a great day.
It looked bad live because it happened so fast and it looked violent. Then I saw the replay and I went, wait a second, man. His left hand was up because he's kind of shielding himself from the defender. That left arm has to come down at some point. That's right. Came down across his nose. And the other thing is, I said, Al Horford, he was the smartest guy in the world, or he genuinely didn't mean anything by that because he never even looked at Giannis. Exactly. He did it and he kept looking this way, celebrating. But he never did. He did this. Maybe a different story. He didn't do that. So I think that's where I fall on that particular part. Go ahead. I texted somebody during the game last night, a group chat, and I'm like, man, how the good old days when dudes just try to stay on their feet and guard a guy. Everything is just constantly baiting an official. Make a call, make a call, make a call. Any contact, boom, I'm on my back. Make a call. That, to me, is what's disrupting the flow of the game more than anything. I like the review in terms of getting things right, but all of the plays where guys, they're not thinking about guarding a guy through the defense, getting a hand up the test. It's how can I try to find a way to bait an official to put him in a position to make a call right now?
I know, I'm watching First Take right now. Babe, did you look up the saltwater thing?
I think that, I think it is that.
I can do it for you.
I don't know if we have to salt. That's the only thing.
Table salt? Is it table salt? Or is it some different type of salt? But I don't think you swallow, you gotta gargle it,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah. I think that.
That's for everything. Like, I feel like we use that for everything growing up.
Yeah, I definitely gargled a couple times with that shit.
Yo, me too.
I'm trying to think of like home friends. I don't do tea. I don't like tea.
Now that one was a kind of hit, miss, bang, bang, block, block. It really could have gone anywhere. But there are plays. It's so obvious. It's so obvious to foul a guy. And you're doing this, and especially with the star, the coach feels all the pressure.
Broke his thigh. Dang.
And you're asking what it is, we're going to do it. I think you go to replay, like, why would you ask me to say it?
But let me go back to the original point that JJ and I were saying.
You come back to office, bring the laptop.
Just like this.
I have a different one that I
You trying to tell me somebody is going to fret over missed calls that took place?
She went her left. She went her turned her back. That's nice. You might have to look that one up though. The one you got now.
No, she's gonna, well, yeah.
Because this is gonna be.
You know what I don't understand? Companies in today's, like, at PSCCU, if I needed something, they would give it to me right away. At this company, they have to, like, order it. Like, nothing's in stock.
Next weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, it's an all-new event. Power Up. It's a unique atmosphere with 5-on-5 gameplay and awesome prizes. So don't miss out. Meanwhile, it's time to crown the new champions of the city. So head to Rival Day and see if your affiliation is the best affiliation.
Sky,
That's it for me.
Sparks.
I'll see you at
Chicago
level 40.
Sky, I think. That's what it is.
Earlier in the game has an impact on late game, i.e. a hostile act, i.e. a block charge foul, whatever it may be, that could impact the player's availability.
And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At forward, at 6'8", number 14, Brandon Ingram. At center, at 7'1", number 13. At guard, at 6'1", number 2.
Really loaded in that game, man.
At guard, at 6'6", number 8, Kobe Bryant. At forward, at 6'8", 0,
Tatum. Go, boy.
the head coach of your home team. Fans, let's hear it for your
Coach of the year.
And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Brandon Ingram is an all-star talent, but then again, this is what he expected would happen. He said, confidence got me this far. Even with my build, I always had it. I think I have greatness in me, and I'm not going to stop until I'm the best. He certainly is well on his way to fulfilling that prophecy, Kevin.
Tremendous, David. Thank you for that.
Yo.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. White is out there with Edwards. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Johnson. And for the Knicks, Tatum out there with Brandon Ingram. And there's Bryant. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Sexton in at the point guard position. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just see them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Now, here's Sexton, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Outside Bryant, lock at 6. Pass to Tatum. Rebounded by the Bucks. Back to Edwards. Chamberlain with the block. And they'll keep possession. And he gets it back. For 3, Ingram. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Ingram's got the first points up on the board here for the Knicks. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Johnson. And he recovers it. White, wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
And here is Bryant. He dishes it to Tatum. Back to Bryant. And he drives in. It's deflected. They retain possession. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And making a statement right away. Letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. The Bucks
Yeah,
have
I was watching
gone
that
just
show.
1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's White. He can't hit that time.
So
Nice D from Sexton.
they let me watch it
1
past
of 5
so.
to start this game. Just really
Like, I
haven't
thought they was
gotten
gonna, like,
into a
cut it
flow
off or something.
offensively.
Bryant finds Sexton.
Yeah.
Back to Kobe. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And a memory I have of Colin Sexton in Alabama. How about he scored 40 points in the game where the Tide only had 3 players on the court down the stretch. Young fella was undaunted.
Here's Kobe following the bucket by the Bucks. Sexton on the wing. The kick out to Bryant. It's stolen by Johnson. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
And in that game with only 3 players, Sexton almost led them to a comeback break. In fact, they actually cut a 14-point lead down to 3.
And that tells you about Sexton's mindset. He was not prepared to let them lose, even under the toughest scenario you can imagine.
Bucks leading by 4. Here's Johnson. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Here's Sexton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. The dish to Kobe to end the cold streak. Sexton kicks to Ingram. Right side Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Sexton penetrating. Count it, good.
And that's all you can do on defense. Sexton just remarkable at maintaining control on those difficult physical finishes.
Now Now here's White. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers.
Nice.
He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of
That's
power
good.
and power.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's White. And yes, it's good. White's got 5 points so far.
The nasty handles. Of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
It's by Adebayo. Guarded by Tatum. White. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession.
Substitution.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Bryant. Edwards inside. Chamberlain on him.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Edwards against Bryant. Outside, Sexton. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. 5 points in the game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Wagner. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Bryant passes to Ingram. Back to Bryant. There's a minute 34 left in the first. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sexton. And it's blocked. Johnson with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dishes it to Edwards. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Knicks. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Chamberlain, and Wilkins subbed in for Colin Sexton. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter.
Back up.
Now, here's Wagner. T right on him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lindemann. It's rebounded by Camby.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance. He won.
That looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range.
Milwaukee with the ball. 3-point lead.
Knicks foul.
Oh.
That's his first personal.
Milwaukee shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
Good on both. The Knicks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Wilkins passes to Ingram. Over Hayes. Outside Wilkins. The kick out to Tatum. We're on the clock. And here's Bryant with 3. Camby dishes to Wilkins. It's Wilkins on the wing. Ingram wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ingram's got 9 points.
With very little pressure on their perimeter shooters, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
This is it to Edwards. Into the lane. Camby with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Coming on to the floor for your New York Knicks.
Off the inbound. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. He has 7.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Bucks lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Well, we know that Colin Sexton is an efficient scorer. He shed some light on the mentality that's made him successful.
I feel like I've just been calm and letting it.
And even though he's more a point guard in stature, Greg Sexton more of a flat-out scorer at that point than he is a facilitator.
Yeah, and Kevin, there's always a place for guys who can put the ball in the basket, especially if they lock in on the defensive end.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Hayes. Wagner is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Gugliotta in at the 3. Here's Gugliotta. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And the baseline jumper, no good. Knicks trail by 4. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the Knicks hit again from deep. And a lot of players want a voice in team strength. I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Bucks on defense after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. Harden, Edwards defending. Edwards with the block.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
Now, here's Wagner, defended by Wilkins. Now, Wagner, he has 7. Pass to Gugliotta. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Outside Wilkins. It's Ingram on the wing. Three-pointer. Great play by Bird to set it up. Ingram's got 6 here in this quarter.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the day game.
Now a timeout call. By Milwaukee. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Tipped away to the inside. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hawkins passes to Hardy. Now here's Bird. In the corner, it's Ingram. Lets the three fly, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so White will bring it up for the Bucks. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pass to Wagner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It'll go, and the lead is cut down to just one on the basket from White.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, but he makes good adjustments against the defense.
You know, Ingram making some insane dribble moves there. And he does it in such a way that it actually looks easy. There's no way you can stop this dude.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
That one goes in. White's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. Wagner's got 11 points.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
New York trailing. Now here's Wilkins. No points in the game yet for him. And he lobs it up toward the rim and slam dunk by Canby.
There's the peripheral vision we talk about. Bird finding a wide open teammate.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Wagner kicks to White. Back to Wagner. Passes to Adebayo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Ingram. 20 points for him. 6 to shoot. Bird. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, and every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Bucks. Adebayo passes to White. And here's Adebayo. Poked loose. Outside Wilkins. Ryan in the post. He's defended by Wagner. That shot off. Great D that time from Adebayo. Wagner finds Johnson. Down low. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot. Oh, I thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And here are the Knicks now after the basket by Milwaukee. Took him no time at all on that one. Kobe's got the lead up to 3 now for New York.
And you really got to appreciate that swag that Bryant plays with. If you give him room to shoot the ball.
Bryant skying high to slam it home. Always looking to stuff with high.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. pass to Adebayo. Chamberlain with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Just touched by Adebayo. Sexton, he's checked in for Wilkins. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Edwards against Bryant. And they get it. That's blocked by Bird. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And you know, in the painted area, Bird has a variety of moves, can take you either direction and finish with either hand. He's a nightmare to defend, and believe me, I woke up in sweats many a times dealing with that guy.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break, and the three-point shot has been.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson along. What a start it was for Brandon Ingram. He had 20 points and 1 assist. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline on the offensive end. It's not about getting quick shots, it's about getting good shots. And if you want to know how that approach is working, just check out their field goal percentage.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire because this fire is out of control.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back. Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They got Ingram. Made him out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Kobe. And it's Sexton.